Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome you to next Industry 5.0 keynote speech. Have you ever considered how will automotive industry look like in the age of Industry 5.0? If not, let me introduce you this vision. And trust me, it's not a vision, it will be reality soon. My name is Rada. I am human, and I'm the founder of Industry 5.0. Before we start, let's talk about the background. Industry 5.0 is based on the principles of industrial upcycling, which is the first systematic waste prevention methodology applicable to industries. Industry 5.0 and industrial upcycling aim the systematic utilization of so-called on-the-ground mines, and they prevented together in 7 years more than 1 million metric tons of products and material to become waste. Industry 5.0 is the first industrial evolution ever led by man, by human, and it is important to understand that if we speak about waste, Industry 5.0 recognizes 4 types of waste. It is physical, social, urban, and process waste. And if we know what to imagine under the Industry 5.0, let's talk about automotive industry. According to Wikipedia, automotive industry is combination or a wide range of companies which design, develop, manufacture, marketing and sell motor vehicles. In fact, according to the same source, it is one of the most profitable industries in the world. What is interesting, that into automotive industry, you do not count what is after the sale, mean servicing, mean refilling, mean repairs. According to Wikipedia, it is not part of automotive industry, which is strange. And generally, even stranger is the fact that Wikipedia speaks about all motor vehicles, but in fact, automotive industry place themselves as car producers. So not a producers of motorbikes, scooters, planes, trains, no, just cars of all types. What is the relation between automotive industry and waste? It looks like there is no relationship, because if you enter automotive producer, no matter which one, you will see clean factory, no waste or minimal waste on ground. But in fact, automotive industry consists of wide range of suppliers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and so on. And these suppliers has to deliver parts according to very strict rules and standards. And because of that, there is a lot of waste generated, not only through the exploitation of earth resources, but through the processing, through NGs, through inventories. It's for you, if you never work in a supply chain, hard to imagine how much waste is being produced. And as well, service, repairs, and everything needed, refueling, is not part of automotive, but still is generating waste, a huge amount of waste. So as the end of life of the car, again we have waste, and another waste is through inappropriate usage of the cars. And this is our waste. All the waste start in one place, in our minds. What is the reality? This is one shift output of a producer of car carpets, 3 meters high, 5 meters in diameter, one shift only. We use, an automotive industry is not exemption, use single-use packaging, additionally to the returnable ones. Huge amount of packaging. They utilize materials and products but still generate a lot of waste at the end. And the inventories scale the size up to the football fields for production of cars with no owners. The usage of wooden packaging seems to be interesting until you see that 54% ends up on a landfill after one and single use. But everybody would like to have a car, for example, this electric Fisker. What is strange that if you have a car, soon you will realize it's too small for the family, so you need another one, bigger one. And even stranger is that as soon as you have it, few years later, every member of the family would like to have their own car. This is not a Black Friday park lot. No, this is a graveyard of new cars, because cars are being produced not to be sold. All this happened on one place only. It's called the Earth. Once it was called blue marble. Today it's more gray than blue because of environmental damage. And if you would like to look at it from space, you will probably see something different. You will see 170 million pieces of space debris smaller than 10 centimeters, space waste. Plus you have to have at 750,000 of 10 to 30 centimeters and above 80,000 above 70 centimeters. So we made our landfill on an orbit of our planet. And what we do on the planet itself, we dig inside the planet to get more, because more is the only criteria of success. No matter what, important is only more, without considering what will come later. We do that despite the fact that we live on this planet together with 7.7 billion people. Despite the fact that 200 years ago it was just 1 billion, and 100 years ago it was just 1.5 billion, and despite the 2 world wars and more than 650 world conflicts all around the globe, 5 times more people live on a planet than 100 years ago. And in 2050 the prediction is 11 billion people should live on a planet. Which one will you choose? On which planet they will live? We are building our future on the top of a waste pyramid. Reduce, reuse, recycle. But nobody can build up the future, stable future, on the top of a pyramid. Not even the ancient Egyptians. So when I realized that there is needed something more stable, and I created 6R, a groundstone of Industry 5.0, a cubic in which you have to realize that something must not become waste. And trust me, it's hard. After you do that, you have to reconsider what to do with it. It's even harder, but finally you can realize it. And maybe you will start to change the world, same as I do for my last 7 years. Maybe automotive is turning into automotion. Why it's so important? Because it does not matter how many wheels you count, even wheelless, you can use it for transportation. It's needed to harmonize the position of automotive industry within all industrial environment, and maybe the key is universal base and you only exchange the engines. It's not just producing, but let us reproduce, transform the existing ones. Let us produce less, but with bigger profitability, and deliver solution, not just stand-alone product. How will look automotive industry in the age of Industry 5.0? It will be demand-driven industry across the whole supply chain, and it will be responsible for the whole and entire life cycle of the delivered solution. It needs to establish operation cross-connectivity, which is missing, so as efficiency should be targeted instead of the sales volumes. We have to cooperate with existing. We have to reutilize the existing on-the-ground mines. And four wheels, trust me, four wheels is not the strict rule. Even one wheel like this electric unicycle can do a lot. Trust me, I know something about it. I am riding myself for 5 years, have more than 50,000 kilometers on a wheel, which can reach up to 50 kilometers per hour in speed and ride up to 100 kilometers on a single charge. We have to go from wasteful to wasteless, because education, including industrial education, must grow humans, not components. The main tool is creativity and openness. Please don't waste your time asking 5 times whys. If you can put and save your time to ask once the right question. Efficient communication is good base for that, and be different, it's good, not a shame. Everyone can change the world with the work of his or her hands, and everyone can be proud. On one and only title, human. What is Industry 5.0? Industry 5.0 is the first industrial evolution ever led by man, by human. It is new mindset of people and businesses, from wasteful to wasteless. And it is interesting that there is, for the change is not needed a capital investment, because it's based on the principles of systematic waste prevention, utilizing the on-the-ground mines. And they are very rich. All Industry 5.0, every single project, respect transparency, profit sharing, and efficiency. And please do understand one, Industry 5.0 is not a sales tool or a product. It's completely new global environment. We are living in an age of digitalization of our work. Since the beginning of the year, we are living in the year of digitalization of our education. We are living in the times of digitalization of our leisure. So it seems like the only missing point is to digitalize the man, but if we do so, we will live in this world. We will live in the world which is black, because data don't need light. The only answer which I cannot deliver to you is whether man in digital form can be called human. 7 years ago, I have decided to change this direction. I have decided to build a wasteless world, and my home look like this. And I would be happy if you join me creating this world, because everyone, every single one of us has a choice. I have chosen my way 7 years ago, and I go this way, and I will go until I see the world. Just now it's time for you to decide. And if you struggle on your way, please get in touch with me. My name is Rada, and I'm human. Thank you for your time. Have a nice time free of waste and wasting in all its forms. Stay human and be safe.